Hello there, this is Cookies, and I just needed to do an addendum. I forgot to go back through the foreign battles, and we did have a pretty big one. So, you saw everything involving me and Satis, which was most of our feed this turn, but there was a few other battles. So Ulm took out some PD, and then I believe Ulm had a big fight in Jelenia Gora. So we can see the big Ulm army here, hundreds of devils and demons. We got storm demons, demon knights, fiends of darkness, tons of ghoul guardians in the center. This is a very heavy-duty army. I'm sure it has all the buffs. It's got Belial. It's got Father Ill Earth. It's got all the things. It has tons of vampires, tons of blood slaves. And in here was a by all accounts, it's a pretty strong army from Arco. We have a bunch of heart companions, a number of mages for communion. We have the King of Magma with an LLP. We have an Archdevil with an LLP. We have a Flame Spirit, but just in comparison, it's just a smaller army. So I have a feeling that this is going to go poorly for Arco, but let's see what kind of damage he can cause. Maybe I was speeding that up too soon. So we have Darkness, Random Winds, Relief. I'm waiting for the Mass Flight to kick in. I'm assuming that's coming in. There we go. So we've got Mass Regen, we have Resist, we have Luck, we have Fog Warriors, we have Aerofend, we have either Army of Gold or Army of Lead, Anti-Magic, so all the things. Probably also Bloodlust and Weapons of Sharpness, it looks like. Starting to think the Storm Demons and the Flame Storms might be the most dangerous thing to this Ulm army here. Is friendly fire. Alright. Quite the show. So in that fight, Ulm loses one mage, as is the case in lopsided late game fights. Loses a just small smattering of troops and wipes out everything, including a Muse, a Lamia Queen, King of Magma, Archdevil, all that stuff. 4 Wraith Lords, 263 troops. And then next up we have another big fight. So we have the Cavern Realm. So we have all these snakes against Arcos God as well. Along with a number of tarts. Ooh, this guy's got an artifact armor. Alright. I will be right back in 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. So I believe last turn we saw a huge fight with this army. This turn we've got another huge fight. All these snakes. I'm assuming more control undead. Yep. Or undead mastery. We have a number of tarts. This guy who might be doing Fields of the Dead. We have some big earth buffs. I'm sure like Army of Lead and Weapons of Sharpness. Air Queen for probably Mass Flight and Fog Warriors, just all the things. So let's go ahead and watch it. Both sides with Wailing Winds. Not quite sure who put up how. Looks like Arco. Alright, she's put out Life After Death. Nice, gets a few snakes. These snakes just also have really good base MR, so they can get close to 20. So just most of them are going to pass those MR checks. It's still a great way to deal with them, though. Slingers are routing. Speed this up a little bit. Ooh, Petrify, so we have some advance in cast. And this one's holding up a global. Oh, oops. Just one global. $34 protection. Temper Flush. Almost. Just the Pierce and Slash. In the regen. The snakes do slashing damage, I believe. Yep. So, is the perfect resist. Big hits. Let's see what these big hits were. Drain Life. Lightning Bolts. Ooh, 58. Banefire. Very nice. Alright. Satis takes it. So Satis loses 47 more Tomb Worms, but annihilates this core of Troubles and Mages. Kills 200. So that went really well for Satis. Fortunately for my ally Arco, it's the final nail in the coffin. Then we have the fight in Arco the Capital. Another Communion, more Hoplites, Fire Elementals, King of Flames, another large snake army with some buffs. We have Blood Rain, Darkness, and Rigor. Hoplites are holding the gate. Air Elementals slowly burning their way through the slingers so they can go fight. Did they get buffed? No protection buff, but it looks like they got an MR buff. Rigor mortis really starting to set in here. You can see a lot of the mages just dying off. Wasn't able to get up relief. Alright, snakes are just about through the gate. Getting pretty budget for the protection force on these snakes. Just a big old blessing and anti-magic. Using probably a golem he made from Nexus. And there's Cochthead. We got weapons of sharpness as well. But yeah, now the snakes are just charging in. That's the tart. Alright, big wipe. Alright, so that's 24 dead tomb worms, but unfortunately, Arco lost at least 100 mages here. So, unfortunate. Along with a large number of hoplites, it loses over 300, kills 25. Alright. So I think those are the two big battles for this turn. I hope you enjoyed them. Definitely the nail in the coffin for Satis. Or not for Satis, for Arco. Arco has this fort, this one, and there's nothing in this one. So I think we can pretty much declare Arco dead, and I believe he did post in the game channel GG for this turn. So we all wished him good luck, and we'll see him in the next one. So, but yeah, it's pretty dire news for good old Erytheia too, because now all these snakes that were fighting Arco can turn their attention to me. So it's going to make things pretty difficult. But I'll go ahead and I'll see you next turn in turn 91, where hopefully we'll get some cool battles as we wind this game up, most likely with a Satis win, probably over the next, I don't know, 3 to 5 turns is my guess. But should get some fun fights. It's kind of the goal for Patala and myself at this point. Not sure how hopeful Ulm is feeling, but we'll see how they do. And yeah, I'll see you in turn 91. Have a good one.